police warns politicians against utterances capable of derailing May 29 inauguration. Abuja-based lawyer standing trial for alleged forgery of land document. Parents of Sudan evacuees appreciate the federal government swift rescue of Nigerians from Sudan. Good evening and thank you for joining us on the news at 7 p.m. on NTA Channel 5 Abuja, the Unity Station. I am Frama Panyi. You've heard the headlines and now details. The Association of Parents and Guardians of Nigerian Students in Sudan sends message of gratitude to the federal government for successful evacuation of Nigerians from Sudan. In a letter signed by the Secretary of the Association, Asma Wuyerima Muhammad, also appreciates the efforts of Ministry of Foreign Affairs, that of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management, and Social Development for their efforts in the evacuation exercise. The parents and guardians also recognize the role played by National Emergency Management Agency, Refugee Commission, as well as Nigerians in Diaspora Commission in ensuring that their children return home safely. All the airlines that participated in the evacuation exercise were also appreciated by the association. Now, the Nigeria Police Force says it has observed that some major political actors that participated in the 2023 elections are working to frustrate the presidential inauguration coming up May 29. Inspector General of Police Usman Alkali has therefore warned such desperate politicians to desist forthwith. Francis Form reports that the IGP gave the warning at a media briefing in Abuja.
We shall undertake this task optimally and manifestly.
It is a briefing by the top brass of the force to address some critical security issues that dominated the internal security space with potentials of threatening the democratic order. Having closely monitored the activities of some political elites as well as other elements who have formed themselves into unpatriotic brands whose only motive is to subvert the national security interest, the Nigeria Police Force and the National Intelligence Community say it is battle-ready against undemocratic elements.
The inauguration ceremonies at all the national and state levels of government are a critical constitutional requirement for the sustenance of our political order as a nation, and the Nigeria Police is duty and legally bound to defend our democratic heritage and closely police the constitutional processes.
IGP Usman Alkali Baba advises desperate elements who engage in criminal acts to be ready to face the full force of the nation's security apparatus.
Anybody that stands in the way will be identified, promptly isolated, and brought to deserve justice in the overriding interests of our national security and stable political order. The international community is similarly encouraged not to be swayed by the ill-informed action of unpatriotic political actors who may be creating false and red flag through the social media.
The Nigeria Police Force, IGP Alkali Baba notes, is collaborating with other sister agencies to defend democracy, keep the internal security order stable, and optimally deploy the common unique assets towards guaranteeing the successful conduct of the presidential inauguration ceremony. Francis from NTA News.
And on the judicial sector, an Abuja-based legal practitioner, Henry Onyechi Nwosu, and a pastor, Jonathan Onwa, have been arraigned before the Chief Magistrate Court in Abuja. The defendants are standing trial on alleged conspiracy and forgery of documents of a plot of land located in Abuja. Miriam Emeka Amadi has the details.
The arraignment of Henry Onyechi Nwosu and Jonathan Onoha in the Chief Magistrate Court was due to their alleged involvement in forgery of documents of the land belonging to a retiree. During the arraignment, the two defendants pleaded not guilty to the counts On bail application of the defendant, the prosecution counsel Olaolu Alawo opposed their bail, expressing fears that they might jump bail. Ruling on the motion for bail, Chief Magistrate Muinat Folashade Oyekon granted the defendants bail in the sum of 500,000 naira each, with two sureties who must be civil servants, unless the sureties must be resident within the jurisdiction of the court. The two defendants are to be remanded in prison custody pending the time they will perfect their bail conditions. The court has adjourned hearing of the matter to June 7, 2023 for commencement of trial. At the next adjourned date, the prosecution will be expected to open its case in Abuja. Miriam Emekamadi, NTA News.
The Department of Road Traffic Services Asokoro Area Command says it will not relent in its operation against one-way drive along the Nyanya-AYA axis. Area Commander of Asokoro Command, Usman Suleiman, reiterates this during a Monday morning operation to sustain the momentum that commenced last year. Abdullahi Ajia has more on the situation.
The solution to the perennial traffic bottleneck along the Nyanya-Kubo axis is not yet in sight, as the volume of traffic on a daily basis is being characterized by traffic violation, impatience, and the likes. This situation, the Department of Road Traffic Services, known as the VIO, AYA Area Command, says it will no longer tolerate, as the launching of Operation Against One-Way Drive has been on and is going to be sustained on a daily basis.
As we started, there is no week as of last year that we don't rush patients to hospital, those driving against the traffic, both the riders and also the passengers. There are times before we get to the hospital, one have lost his life, and we keep coming that yes, as they said, that we will get tired, and we are telling them we will not get, because it is our job to do, and we will continue to be doing the job.
These VIO personnel are concerned about obeying traffic rules and regulations, and as they keep watch on violators, sometimes they say they get intimidated by security personnel who drive against the traffic without recourse to the consequences.
Truly, we used to have some people that will want to force their ways just to take the one way, and what we normally do, we come in mass. And once we see any vehicle coming from far, we spread ourselves. We turn the vehicle back. So with that, we have been achieving the aim and goals that were here. And we have some stubborn ones that will just come with speed, and there is no way. We do not want to cause accident. We just have to allow them to go.
Despite enforcing the traffic rules on errant motorists and road users, the road traffic managers are appealing to the motoring public to obey the rules of driving always. In Abuja, Abdullahi Ajia, NTA News.
Youth have been encouraged to embrace moral regeneration so as to acquire life skills and build a foundation that will enable them attain greater heights in life. The Minister of Science and Technology, Mr. Adeleke Mamora, who made the call in Abuja at an investiture in honor of the Director General Nigerian Building and Road Research Institute, Professor Samson Duna, as the newly elected National President of Boys Brigade Nigeria. He emphasized the need to assist younger ones to overcome baits that can lead them to social vice.
Minister of Science and Technology, Adeleke Mamora, emphasized the need to assist younger ones through mentorship and guidance.
I can tell you, I can bear witness that he is capable. I have no doubt that he will continue on that same principle of good leadership, especially for young ones coming.
And it came a new dawn for the Boys Brigade Nigeria, with the new president taking over the mantle of leadership, and Nigerians from all walks of life are in attendance. The newly elected and inducted National President of Boys Brigade Nigeria, who is also the Director General, Nigerian Building and Road Research Institution, Professor Samson Duna, full of gratitude, promised to champion its cause towards the development of the association.
The Boys Brigade is an organization basically geared towards training a young boy to become God-fearing child, Discipline is our keyword.
We pray that God will give you the wisdom to lead.
Dignitaries explained that it is important to inculcate moral values and virtues in children from the very beginning so that they grow up as disciplined and responsible citizens.
Being the president of BB Boys Brigade Nigeria, and of course Africa itself, it means he has the skill and quality.
The Boys Brigade was founded in Glasgow on 4th October 1883 by Sir William Alexander Smith and came to Nigeria in 1908, over 120 years now in existence. They sought to use military drill and discipline for the religious and moral improvement of the boys. Highlights of the event is a ceremonial parade to honor the newly elected national president of the Boys Brigade, Professor Samson Duna. In Abuja, Rosemary Motel Bilal, NTA News.
Our new toothpaste, Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection.
Why are we changing our toothpaste?
Because with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, I can be sure your teeth are cavity-free.
When you brush daily with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, its expert formula locks natural calcium in our teeth and helps protect them from cavity. Colgate is the world's most chosen toothpaste.
Colgate locks calcium in,
keeps cavities out.
Let's have faith in one another, in our nation, self-determination, courage, perseverance, consistency, and resiliency. You and I, we will drive Nigerian ship, we will anchor it in a way that it will be stable, lovable, and prosperous for all of us.
Every day, life presents hopes, dreams, and challenges. Challenges that can become successes with a little help. Because a little help can empower you to go from despair to celebration. A little help can keep you going until the race is won. A little help can turn bundles of anxiety into a bundle of joy. And with Glow Data, you get much more than just a little help. You get the biggest data deals in town to make every day glow with small wins and big wins. Dial *777# to select your Glow Data plan.
Our new toothpaste, Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection.
Why are we changing our toothpaste?
Because with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, I can be sure your teeth are cavity-free.
When you brush daily with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, its expert formula locks natural calcium in our teeth and helps protect them from cavity. Colgate is the world's most chosen toothpaste.
Colgate locks calcium in,
keeps cavities out.
Let's now join our sports desk for Sports Brief.
The Interim Management Committee has stated that the Super Six was shifted from May to June to accommodate the Nigeria Premier Football League clubs that are still in contention for the Federation Cup. This follows a revised calendar of activities for the 2022 and 2023 Nigeria Premier Football League Super Six, which was released by the Interim Management Committee with the kick-off date of June 3 and final day of Sunday, June 11. Elsewhere, Napoli's quest to retain their priceless forward Victor Osimhen received a big boost over the weekend following the decision of the Serie A champions to review their salary cap upward. In weightlifting, Nigeria began its quest for the 2024 Olympic Games qualification in the weightlifting event as two Nigerian lifters, Olarinoye Adijat and Lawal Rafiatu, will be on the stage in Tunisia. The duo will be competing in the 59 kg women's category. On Tuesday, two other Nigerian lifters will be on stage as well. Joy Eze, 71 kg women, and Edidion Omofia, 73 kg men will compete. With Sports Brief, Francis Kabile, NTA News.
Sports Brief concludes the English segment of the news, but don't go away. Translations coming up next. Have a good night.
Wizo kwa wei wona na iwo abada zaza ishan daje zuma woniye waguba ngai geija matnitni ko sam barka ko nida bejin bedogun abi adadanya no ban be nabi fi no akin sudanya ba ci gwamnati sam barka lo ko tu shebaye ban la abi kun ba ce nanu obaki nyaka kai bedogun ya na yo amusu yerima Mohammed wone tu obwa nya kaye nkoyin ba to zanyi bon ba ku geja ci sapa no ba ne jiba gabmajin asa nben ko jejin abwa aza ce majin na gaba na nsaye ba yin ku aza ci sambarka nun ba bejin apma ba ya shiyan ba ba nabi nanun akyen ba ci ba ga shikoyin wodna le shin won ba fi za hai nyamwa manai onya osanu onya le ewe che ajan jebi awu ewe nu njesun loya owaya nu wo lodnanu ekinye ayo herin anye chi onwonsu na bedo nshokwhweni na yo Jonathan onwon ha akuba lo mbai nu wadabokun nko nalodnanu akinzinde ntuko tige baba tu opabwa kinya nko tejin bayan Marian Emeka nwale sheba we be na bedai wa gan ge ba jwan ba gan ge be kwin ba ta poko yelon ba loya ba gan ge agaba beli wada ina yo monat fola sade wala beli gaba nge zaza imba wo ba be na yue jana dubu taji ngun atun wa be nzai nwo jin tutun da gwamnati nu owo momwa kola si gabia won ci ga nshikwa yi waye apia ko dnala mmi nge kpaya ko zo ko na pie gutaba abaje owaye ko yin akotun buaka abnyi bata sa gbednu ko hin bonyin aza mba no pe nzokoluko ba wushe amate dan ba jin apma nzokoluko ewu peye asokorinya ba gange ogbe ta tabakwa saban ba jin le ba gankin amate dan aza mba ni wa zokolo nkoto go ba wa asaba kun pe nzokoluko ba zan echen Abdullahi Ajiya wona le sheba we be na gbedai wa gange gnabi sapanya na yo Suleiman Usman woni dade naye labmi asabe kun pe nzokoluko ba jin tutun wo chige azagu a gwamnati ya samu be ba ni ba wa zokolon koto go ba won te ba pe ashingiye mba lon tuche no ba yi amate nelo a chige sanu atnaza chenu mbokun ahembuji hatna hen inubo ba majin na ba jwi gbatu zanzan na ba agin wewe amaje abo ba wole lainu saisu
Jama'a masu kallo da sauraron mu assalamu alaikum barkamu da warhaka. Ta kai ga fassarar wasu daga cikin labaran mu na yau mai karantawa Yusuf Yakubu. Ƙungiyar iyaye da wakilan iyayen ɗaliban Najeriya da ke Sudan sun aika saƙon godiya ga gwamnatin tarayya akan ƙoƙarin da ta yi na kwaso ɗaukacin ɗaliban Najeriya daga Sudan zuwa Najeriya bayan ɓarkewar yaƙi a ƙasar. A wasiƙar da sakatariyar ƙungiyar Asma'u Yariman Muhammad ta sawa hannu, ta yaba wa ma'aikatar harkokin ƙasashen waje da harkokin bil'adama da hukumar kai agajin gaggawa ga annoba akan ƙoƙarin da suka yi na ɗebo ɗaukacin ɗaliban zuwa gida lafiya. Bugu da ƙari, ƙungiyar ta sake yabawa duk jiragen da suka yi jigilar kwaso ɗaliban zuwa ƙasar nan lami lafiya. An gurfanar da wani lauya da ke aiki a nan birnin tarayya Abuja mai suna Harry Onyeyechi wasu da wani pastor Jonathan Onoha a gaban kotun majistare da ke nan birnin Abuja. Wakilarmu Maryam Emeka Amadi ta shaida mana cewa an gurfanar da su ne a gaban kotun akan zargin su da ake yi da aikata makirci tare da buga takardun fili na boge a nan birnin Abuja. Jami'an hukumar da ke kula da sufurin ababen hawa ta nan birnin Abuja shiyar Asokoro ta ce ba za ta gaji da farautar masu ababen hawan da ke bin hannun da ba nasu ba a babban titin Yanya. Wakilin Abdullahi Ajiya ya labarta mana cewa shugaban hukumar na yankin Asokoro Usman Suleiman ya sake bayyana haka a yau Litinin a lokacin da suke kan aiki, inda ya ce za su ci gaba da fita a kullum suna aiki domin tabbatar da cewa kowa ya tsaya a hannunsa. Ƙarshen labarin namu ne kenan, sai kuma gobe idan Allah ya kai mu.
Ekele m gị n'ịnọnyere anyị n'akụkọ ụwa nke taa. Aha m bụ Rachel Ifi Ono. Gere akụkọ ụwa n'uju ya. Otu jikọrọ ndị nne na nna n'ala anyị bụ ndị ụmụ ha nọ na mba Sudan na-agụ akwụkwọ ezipụla ozi ekele nye gọọmenti ala anyị na mbọ ha gbara iji hụ na ndị niile nọ na ya bụ mba agụ akwụkwọ batara na-enweghị mmerụ ahụ ọbụla. Onyeisi ya bụ otu Asma'u Yariman Muhammad site na akwụkwọ ozi ya tụkwara mbọ ụlọọrụ na-ahụ maka ime njem site n'otu mba gaa mba ọzọ akpọrọ Foreign Affairs nakwa ụlọọrụ na-ahụ maka ọdịmma ndị mmadụ na ihe ọdachi gbara ịhụ na ụmụ amaala anyị nọ na mba Sudan natara n'udo. Ha kelekwala ụlọọrụ ndị ọzọ dị iche iche bụ ndị tinyere uchu n'ịhụ na ha batara n'enweghị nsogbu ọbụla. Akpụpụla onye ọkaikpe bi na isi ala anyị Henry Oyiyechi Nwosu na otu onye ụkọchukwu Jonathan Onoha gaa ụlọikpe akpọrọ Magistrate Court dị na isi ala anyị. Miriam Emeka Amadi wetara akụkọ na a na-ekpe ha ikpe maka ijikọ aka ọnụ dee akwụkwọ adịgboroja maka ala dị na isi ala anyị nke ọ bụ otu onye nagoro ezumike nka nwe ya. Ọ kwekwara nghọta na onye ọkaikpe ukwu na ya bụ ụlọikpe Muinat Folashade Oyekan nyere ohere maka mgbapụta ha site n'ịkwụ $50,000 ma kpọta ndị akaebe abụọ bụ ndị ọrụ oyibo ọkwa ha rugoro ogo 16. Ụlọọrụ na-ahụ maka mkpọchi ụzọ ekwuola na ha agaghị ezu ike n'ihe banyere ịlụso ndị na-agba ụgbọala agba one-way ọgụ na okporo ụzọ Yanya Maraba. Abdullahi Ajiya wetara akụkọ na onyeisi ya bụ ụlọọrụ ngalaba Asokoro Usman Suleiman kwupụtara nke a mgbe ha na-aga ngagharị ọrụ n'ụtụtụ Mọnde. Ọ gakwara n'ihu kwuo na ụlọọrụ a kwuru na ha na-agba mbọ ịhụ na onye ọbụla dowere iwu okporo ụzọ. Ọ gbakwunyekwara na ndị ọrụ nchekwa na-eso ada ya bụ iwu n'agbanyeghị nsogbu ga-esi na ya pụta. Onye ọma gere anyị ntị, otu a ka anyị ga-esi pịachi akụkọ ụwa nke taa. Chebiri anyị n'oge a echi niile. Ndewo.
ìròyìn ló ń dé sí etí pẹ̀lú láti lè ṣe amóhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì karùn-ún l'Àbújá. Ọláyínká Adéníjì ni oníròyìn yìí. Àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ òbí àti alábòójútó àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó jẹ́ ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà tí wọ́n fi orílẹ̀-èdè Sudan ṣebùgbé ni wọ́n ti fi dídùn inú wọn hàn fún ìjọba àpapọ̀ lórí ṣíṣe kòkárí àwọn ọmọ wọn kúrò ní orílẹ̀-èdè Sudan. Nínú àtẹ̀jáde kan láti ọwọ́ akọ̀wé ẹgbẹ́ náà, Asma'u Yerima Mohammed, ní wọn kò ṣàìgbóríyìn fún iléeṣẹ́ ìjọba tó rí sí ètò ilẹ̀ òkèèrè àti ètò ààbò pàjáwìrì fún akitiyan wọn lórí àmúpadàbọ̀wásílẹ̀ àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wọ̀nyí láláì yọ gbogbo àwọn iléeṣẹ́ ọkọ̀ òfurufú tó kópa nínú ìrìn àjò bọ̀wálé ọ̀hún. Gbajúgbajà agbẹjọ́rò kan nílùú Àbújá tí orúkọ rẹ̀ ń jẹ́ Henry Oyinyeshi Nwosu àti ẹni ọ̀wọ̀ olúwa kan tí orúkọ òun náà ń jẹ́ Jonathan Onuoha ni wọ́n ń jẹ́jọ́ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí ní ilé ẹjọ́ gíga kan l'Àbújá. Aṣojúkọ̀ròyìn wa Miriam Emeka Amadi jábọ̀ wípé àwọn ènìyàn méjèèjì yìí ni wọ́n fi ẹjọ́ ayédèrú ìwé ilẹ̀ kàn ní ìlú Àbújá. Ní báyìí, iléeṣẹ́ tó ń ṣètò ìrìnsẹ̀ àti ààbò ojú pópó ìyẹn VIO ẹ̀ka ti agbègbè Asokoro ti fìdí rẹ̀ múlẹ̀ wípé àwọn kì yóò dẹ́kun rárá lórí